that Autumn is ready for her 1 minute. And so we will go on. And so I'm feeling a whole lot of like gas issues, but I also feel something that's very overwhelming because my nerves are doing something. I feel like this is like habit for your bodies to do. And what I feel is the stomach meridian is the forcing energy of the stomach meridian. Is it left side, right side? Are you lopsided? Yes. Mm, 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 mm. So I'm just going to check in the mirror. I'm going to just check Autumn. Oh, Jesus. Okay, so half of her is not communicating properly. Okay, so I want you to take and put your hands back, and then I want you to put your face up and your arms up. Now you can't see it, so I'm going to bring my arms down enough so you can see. Now you're going to flatten your hands as you look up, your arms are up, and then you're going to do polish on, polish off. And I want you to twist your wrist the best you can. We need to loosen up all the ligaments. The ligaments are like the structure of the house. You want all of your house to stay up. So in the physical form, you're going to change the way the figure eights are not crossing over and where they're misfiring. So you're going to make sure you do this. And then you're going to look down and you're going to put your arms straight down, flat, straight down, and you're going to polish the ground. If you do that a few minutes, and then all of a sudden, if you have to take and put one arm up and one arm down, you can polish this way and then turn your head and polish down. Okay. So it sounds strange, but the gallbladder meridian is connected to the ligaments, and which is wood element. And if you can get the structure of your body to start to cooperate, it can be an amazing feeling. I want you to take a stainless steel spoon because you're not grounding. Now, this side is what I'm going to be teaching more about on the fifth element or the fifth model. I don't have a spoon. I'm reaching up there, but no, I moved it. You just take a stainless steel spoon, take your socks off. And this is strange because if you, and I can show, this is what I'm going to be teaching how to do this energy medicine. But just take and rub the spoon on the bottoms of your feet. And what happens, it helps the body change the polarity. Like we have a polarity up here, we change the polarity in our feet, do both sides. And what happens, the body starts to run now. Okay. And the other thing I'm going to tell you to do is that you're going to have to look up, say, tracing the stomach meridian. Now, Donna Eden's going to have all the message and information. She is a wonderful woman that has helped us see energies where we haven't been able to see them before. But look, and there's short ones. I think Prune Harris is one of her high students, and so she talks about it. And but it's just you're going to begin to tap, but you're going to make sure you bring it down and around. Now you're going to go all the way down, and there's certain points. Now I can't show you all the way, but here's your knee, 4 fingers down on the right side. Make sure you rub that one. And then you're going to go down to your leg, and at the curve, you're going to rub at the curve, and then right on top of the foot, and then on the second part of the toe, you are going then to tap the one that's closest to the pinky, and you're going to tap. So you're going to do both sides. This is going to help your stomach meridian has to do with grounding. Okay, it has something to do with grounding. You're going to need to do, I feel like your body needs that. So you need to do that first part of the gallbladder and so that we can start to get the body to start to hum more healthier. That's the only way I can tell you is healthier. Yeah. Okay. Okay, yeah, I think that might help a lot, Autumn. Okay, what else do we have here? Got to get that though. I did just get a Shiva. Okay. Again, energetically, just start to do the energy to the body because it's asking for help. And so just kind of do that. That's what I'm feeling at first. All right, anybody else in the room that would like a 1 minute, or if you're new, and you want a 2-minute, that's great. If you have shared it out, understand that you will get your name into a drawing for a 15-minute reading, a chance to win it first of the month. At the end of the month, the starting of the 28th of July, we are going to be doing the beginning of the Lion Gate. And there's a package. It's a 5-thing deal. And the first 3 are very important because it's about healing, 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 so that you can allow yourself to really level up. The importance of the Lion Gate in this case has everything to do with the fact that just about 2 weeks ago, or a week ago, I can't remember now, the energy on the planet, the whole world, the planet shifted its level of thinking. So we can walk through, we can get there, but sometimes we have issues that stop us. And so with this gate that's opening, the yin energy is coming in, and we're learning that we are more in intuition. I am intuition coming more into form instead of having the separation of yin and yang. Ellen, you got one. I think Teresa or Miranda, one of you two have your timestamp. So Ellen, you've got it. We'll go from there. Sonia, Miss Sonia. All right, Miss Sonia, there seems to be some type of reality about the way that, God, there's a right way and a wrong way to cope. But there's a compulsion that you feel that you want to change your reality, but you think maybe you're breaking some rules. Okay. But there's a part of you that's starting to realize that, are these really my rules? Do I need to give up on certain expectations? What am I doing? So you're learning to break through. You're learning to break through. But the one thing that's going to stop you from really breaking through is the sour graping. Please look that up. It is very important that you learn that particular maneuver people do. It's the way they handle, because it creates a lot of knots too. I am not doing that. When you do a knot, you throw the baby out with the bathwater. When you do a knot, you know, yes, you stand in conviction, but you take a lot of life force, and it keeps that life force with it to keep it alive, so you don't end up repeating it. The only problem is you have nothing left to develop your future. So heal the knots out. Know that you've already made that decision. You don't want to do it, and move forward. You can make a major difference in your world. So, you know, being a starseed, being this. Okay, so I started out in this world, no religion, found religion, grew up in a certain religion part of the belt, didn't like how religion was telling me that I have to be exclusive, excluding gay people, excluding women being at the pulpit, excluding, I'm like, why are we excluding? I thought love has nothing to do with being excluded. And then I started to notice that I don't need that religion, because when you're telling me that I'm, oh yeah, we're ice cream and they're sherbet, and I was thinking, well, I like sherbet. I then pulled myself out of the church and said, Spirit, show me. And then my journey became this love with God, love with all of this. And then as the time got to the point when I was right when, let's see, so it was in my 30s, like 30, 31. And then I was 30, I think, 28, 29, 30. I said, Spirit, I give myself over to the service of whatever it is that I'm supposed to do, because I feel like there's a higher purpose and path and I can't seem to see it. And thank you, Spirit, for everything. And then I got all this, because I did synchronicity, all this book started to flood in, and I'm thinking, these are all the things I've been thinking, and they're actually telling me that it's already here, and it's already, so I am not crazy. So then I just started to have this communication, and Spirit started to teach me. And then what I realized was that the old esoteric information was based on, you know, like the Sirens and the Pleiadians, and it's like, well, I didn't put no thought and much into thinking that they were separate. I didn't really go in and go, oh, they're aliens. No, I know that I'm alien. I know that this is just an avatar. This is just a human suit. And for us to think that the only planet exists with life on it is this. And all I know, and I knew that everything has to do with vibration. I thought, I'm not going to think that way. I'm going to think the way that is the third option. And before I even knew what that even means. So as I started to step more into me, I had to get more bolder to break free from all of those arrested developments, self-limitations, putting myself in punishment no, I don't need to do that. I don't have to be a martyr. I don't have to live that way anymore. I don't have to do the depriving thing. As I began to heal out the emotions and all of this, it just had come to me that just like the time I named my business Hope. I didn't know you could use hope as a word for a name of a business. In my mind, I had hit that block. You can't do that. And I messed up because it's supposed to be hope, opportunity, prosperity, enlightenment. And as I began to write it down, and the lady was talking to me, and then the other lady started talking to me, and then I filled out the rest of the form, and then I handed it in, and I realized what Spirit had done, because I go, oh, I love your business name. It's Hope. And I thought they were reading the acronym, and I didn't see it until I got home, but I didn't fill out all of the rest of the words, and it was like, I just named my business Hope. I didn't know I could do that. And it was I didn't know I could do that. And it's the same thing in my mind. I didn't know I could talk to aliens. Why would I want to talk to aliens? But yet I know I'm talking to aliens, but what's going on? But it's not like the belief system that separates and says this, that, and the stories of how you're supposed to hate and kill, shoot, no. Hey, Crystal, I'll get you in a second. I got to give you a 2 minute because we missed that one. And then the more I realize that as I'm connected to my source packet, the more I realize these are just selves. These are my higher selves. These are my different collective of my selves. And that everything is a mirror, it's mirroring, is an echoing of myself. I see it so different. And that's why I could never understand. And so it's like to admit that I talk to aliens, not in the way that you think, but everything is a collective, everything is a thought, and you don't have to see things as enemies. You don't have to see, this is where we have to forgive, but then there's nothing really to forget. It's about enlightenment. So the energies I communicate with and learn from and all of this is that I know I'm in a higher alignment with love. And that this planet is about going back to love. And how I learned everything I did, because I didn't just go out and pay for all these classes and all of these groups and all of these colleges. I didn't just do that. I was honed and sculpted by the collective of love, the collective of the fact that we're moving into a new way of feeling, being, and loving, but that inclusive. This is why when people say trans or gay, I can see them. It's not that it's I respect them. Why? Oh my God. How many times have you hid who you really are? And they had strength. And I'm like, where the hell am I hiding my boldness and my strength? I'm proud of them. What? Am I proud of me? And I started to notice that there were parts of myself that I was allowing out. And I could see them. But there was that part that operated this suit. Oh, I got to get on board with this. And so then I started to really just stop seeing the enemy. Really learning the and instead of the but. And that's why when I look at you, beautiful souls, you're an amazing, beautiful beings. You are a spiritual humans. And this is what we're helping you do, is you just don't have to be human, and you don't need to just separate it anymore. You really don't. All right, Miss Crystal. You ready, babe? Okay, so first word, judgment. Second word is habitual. Third word is timid. Now, as they lined them up, they said there's a story about all of this. You had the experience that caused you to repeat, enough experience caused you to repeat behavior. They said to the point that as you're free from basically all the past hells, it's what's called the chase. And the chase has everything to do with picking up past pictures and memories and experiences, picking it up, and your thinking says, oh, but this could happen. Oh, that might happen. oh, because it had happened once, it's apparently going to happen again. But it's not true. It doesn't have to be true. You do not have to jump on the fake it till you make it, think it until it comes in existence. This is how we do it on a very level. So notice, am I taking pictures from the past and putting it into, oh my God, this could happen now? Because they said that you're getting ready to self-soothe yourself in a different way. Before it was, oh my God, there was always so much pain, and this is the way I was supposed to think it. And it's like, you're growing, honey. You're growing, and you're starting to step back and say, I'm going to relearn how to center myself, because I don't have to keep asking, where did my happy go, and that I have to readjust. I'm ready. I'm ready to do something different. And they said, so if you're ready to start removing some of those old pictures that interfere with your now and stop you from really talking about being who you are, then it's time to release. Left wrist, oh, right wrist, first position, right wrist, first position, nice and soft. They said, something is going on, you're like, oh my God, this could happen again, and say, stop. I'm going to look at the pictures. I'm going to look at the past. I'm going to notice it's the past, and I'm going to measure the past, and I'm going to sit there, and I'm going to find that sense, and I'm going to release that sensation, because they said that you're ready. You are ready. Okay, Crystal, you are ready. Big difference. You are totally ready to start to notice and let it go, because no more picking up the pictures and putting them in the now. You don't have to do that. All right, so let me just check into the room. You guys are great. You're wonderful. I appreciate everything that happens. Let's see, what is this? Oh, I just got a birthday gift. Thank you so much. Oh my God. Thank you. That was just beautiful. I just got a birthday present. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, that was so nice. Okay. I got to get the right screen. Lost the screen. There it is. Okay. Double checking to make sure in the other room. 1 minute for Bo. Yes. Okay. Gotcha. Yes. So let me get this. We're going to read this. Mimicry. Even though it is that it's being spread around, the body's imitating. The body's imitating. Okay. So what I'm going to tell you to do is just take the magnet, a magnet. Now you don't have roller magnets, but if you were to hold the intention that we're clearing out this kennel cough issue, then what you do is you take the magnet, or just a regular magnet. Your hand might be strong enough. Go from the top and go all the way down the spine and off the tip of the tail, because and your intention is you're clearing off the kennel cough. You're clearing it off. And what's going to happen is, because the governing meridian comes up, it governs your world. And if you're imitating and you're copying, or your body is saying you have to do this, it sounds like it's just in the field at this point. So that means that you magnetically can discharge it. But also understand that on a physical or an electrical aspect, like if I'm going to want to change my electricity, then I would rub it down. In the back, I would rub up. So it does two things. The rubbing in one direction changes the electric, and the magnet helps discharge the pull of stuff into the field. Okay, this is for Bo. This is for Thor, Bo. Okay, so start to see if you can get it out of the body, because the body's trying to mimic, because it's already part of the field. But do your best to do what I just said, and it should start to help clear it. Okay. Yes, the 23rd. So yeah, because I'm 2 days ahead. It's the 22nd now for me. Oh my God, I just completely realized my daughter's birthday is today. Oh, well, she never watches the show, so I will make sure she gets her love. Well, hey, Helen, hi, thank you. Did you want a reading? Okay, because if you do, let me know. I'm going to go back to the other room to make sure. So I take that as I'm going to say yes. Okay. All right, Miss Helen. Are you new, hon? Did I read you before? Because if I haven't read you before, let me know. I can't remember. My brain is like going. All right. So have I read you before? If it's a yes, say yes again. If not, hit no. I can't remember. So I'm going to just go ahead, set the timer, and I will look. You are new. Okay. So we're going to give you 2 minutes. Here we go. Miss Helen, you get 2 minutes. They want to look at work. And they said that there's a lot of blame or something going on about work. I don't know whether you're working or not working, but there's something about blame. Then there's something to do with, oh my God, and disgust. Now, these are different kind of conversations, but they're all kind of, let's see. Now, my eyesight all of a sudden started to change because when you're under pressure, the way that you're able to see things, you're not able to see it. And there is a worried aspect about yourself. I feel like in a way you're sitting back and you can feel like you're separate. Are you disassociated to some degree? It's like, I feel worried, but then I feel like I'm over here going, do I really have to? Oh my God, yes, I do. I feel there's this nervousness that your body's doing. And somehow it is connected to when that just disgusts me. Oh God, that just disgusts me. Look and define that word in such a different way because your body is going into longing for something different. At the same time, it's self-preservation, wanting to make sure it saves itself. This is interesting because I normally can see them separately. This looks like they're weaving in and out. I said, is this both you? Yes, you haven't chose which timeline you really want yet. Okay, so everybody thinks that they're in one timeline. It's not true. So what's happening is you're starting to collapse old things, don't need certain things, and you're starting to become a new person. You're just noticing that sometimes certain energies can be very coercing, which throws you back into an old pattern. You're just going to have to go, yeah. And then you can start doing OMG, EFT, picking yourself up off the floor. The healing part of you can take it. We have a lot of healing tools. One of them is picking yourself up off the floor and taking your power back as you're losing it. Because I really feel like you're lifting the veil and you're ready to see something that you want to see, not what other people want to see. And you're kind of like, I don't really want to be a program anymore either. Does that make sense, Helen? Let me know if that makes any sense to you. So let me just make sure I've got all of this. So I'm excited. Even though it's raining out, I know, oh, you should see my garden. It's just gorgeous. My husband and I done a lot of work. He done more work, but it's a maze. It started off as a, what do I call it? Labyrinth. And then I made it into a maze, but I think I might put up a hidden door so it becomes a labyrinth again. And it's one way out and one way in, but it's all about healing. But it's just beautiful because you got to put the plants in first so it all grows beautifully. Helen, I may be new to you, but don't just take what I said if it starts to connect and you're getting it. Notice that you're like, you're already feeling it. Put it on the scale from 0 to 10. You can heal. It's a lot of things. And there's a lot of free healing tools it's called, look under healing tools. You go to Medicine Woman Soultion.weebly.com and you can really dive into it. I love my labyrinths. I had a 60-foot labyrinth when I lived in Michigan, and now I've got one that starts out here, and it does the 7 chakra theme. I'm going to make it into a game one day. I've already created a game on a spiritual. I can't remember what I want to call it. I got that game. I just haven't made it a game board. Then I'm going to make that a game, and that extends all the way alongside, and then it goes around the pool as a hidden path. So it's really cool. I love how anyways, it's really cool. Okay, I think we're good. I don't know if there's anybody else in the room that wants to have a 1 minute or 2 minute, whatever it is, if you're new. Let me know. Otherwise, tribal, don't forget, if you would like to do more healing and growing spiritually, tribal is the best. And to start off as a starter, I will be, I believe, starting in August. No guarantees, but I think we might be doing it. I think we're going to stake, and we're going to do the academy with the idea that it is. Oh my God, my brain just went. Bloop. We're going to just do lives like this. And these lives have everything to do with, my brain is just saying it's time to go. Oh, Nikki. Oh, how come I didn't show up over there? I'll take a 1 minute. Yes, Nikki. That's why they said shut up. Nikki. Okay, they're showing me emotions and they're showing me muddled. Around. All right, so there's something about a cloudy thinking, the clouding of doing. So I'm going to look at something real quick, and they're telling me to pay attention to something to do with contributed and the personality. So there's something to do with food. So if I ask, what kind of an eater are you? They said that you might be, I don't know if you know what a vanity eater is, but it feels like that's not yours. It feels like somebody else had vanity issues, and somehow you're just like, oh. But it contributed something to with an external. I'm not sure exactly what that's about, but you know what it feels like to remain small. Now, this is interesting. Somebody give Debbie her timestamp, please. People, one of the things that we've done that we're now realizing that we can stop doing, and that is when you're not only just conditioned and mimicking and seeing, you can sit back, and I've done this, like I will look and I'm like, oh, it's either something I don't like or something I find interesting, but you can experience that as your world, even though it's not your world. Now, that's not quite a false reality, but it is like, it's not even really considered a catalog of life, but it is an adventure map that has to, new glossary word, an adventure map of saying, I want to see what the quest of that is like. And so you'll go down and you'll start to notice that somebody's doing it, and without realizing it, you will think you've done it. You're picking up keys and codes, and it'll be part of your world until you realize, hold on, I don't have to. It hits our peak part of our, because every part of us, we have a peak moment and where our brain hits that we can download and do post-hypnotic suggestions to ourselves, but sometimes they're intentional. Sometimes they're just intentional and on a soul purpose level. But when you wake up and see that you're doing them, you can realize it's not mine. And I really don't need that anymore. And I think I've learned what I needed to without really having to go to the extreme like other people do. I'm going to have to remember this is at the end of the thing. I don't remember what that's called. Okay, so you guys are great. I'm going to just check one more time, make sure there is no newbies or anybody else that wants a 1 minute. So you guys getting what I mean by resolve to evolve now? Are you finally getting that? You're starting to understand a lot more about it. And because each one of these that I say, hashtag, you know, resolve to evolve, hashtag heal instead of deal, there's truth and meaning to it because I've done it, I've replicated it, I've helped others, they've replicated it, then and the successes and the growth that they begin to look at, this is what I want to be teaching in the academy. This is what I want you guys to do. And so thank you, Nikki. And you really are, the veil is lifted. Some of you are starting to say, wait a minute, I don't have to do it the old way. No, we have moved into a new area of our life and we can address it so differently. And I want to get past the knowledge that I get to you because we're creating a whole new level of consciousness of conscious beings with love and getting the heart-brain coherence and empowering yourself to actually say, you know what, I am done repeating history the same way. I am done with this programs in the matrix and I can get out of this particular thing. So you can have a heavenly state of mind or a hellish state of mind. You can have one that's in power of choice versus thinking that suffering is real. No, it can be just an option. It is real. But the more you give your life force will depend on how much real it is. And the more you take your life force off and start getting hardwired to joy, you're going to find out the power of choice. The academy, the first structure of the academy. If you're in tribal, great, but we're going to start those up. And I'm looking for people that are interested and that want to do this, because you are going to dive into finding your authentic self. And that means you're going to have to look at it from a different level, do some healing, do some growing, sitting back intentionally, being part of your life in such a different way. So look forward to more information. That is all coming. And I appreciate you for wanting me here, because without you, I wouldn't be doing it, because I want people to know that they're going to be able to do what I do. I'm going to be able to introduce you to the frequencies, introduce you to the knowledge, but you're the one that's got to decide if you wanted to step into the frequency, step into the knowledge, and allow yourself to be yin and be form. Because when you're in yin and I am intuition and I'm bringing myself through form and I'm allowing my authentic self to lead the way, you are going to be able to not have to always rely on yourself. You're going to be able to rely on all of yourself. And I'm talking about all of yourselves, and I'm talking about your collectives, I'm talking about your source pack, and I'm talking about your authenticity, your essence. And you won't have to go down false realities. And unless you really need, you think you have to, that's fine. And I can help you start to remove those bitch slaps, and you can start learning it on a whisper. Growth is everything, and you can do it. Authentic self is a bomb, especially when you can go back going, oh my God, I was so that. And I can see I'm not repeating the pattern. Oh, nice. Yes, we can do this. All right, you guys are great. You guys are wonderful. Remember, hashtag it, resolve to evolve. Hashtag heal instead of deal. Hashtag feel it to heal it. And one of my favorites is hashtag you can heal that. But when in doubt, grab a healing tool and heal it out, and do your best to stay blessed, because you already are.